Hello, my name is Marl-O, and this is my genetic algorithm that me and James chose for the coding assignment. Now let's get to it. The algorithm is Marl-O, it's Lua, and it uses the genetic algorithm to go through and play the Mario games to figure out how to beat a level. And it does this by using fitness as sort of reward point, where each step to the right you get more fitness. The better fitness, the better you are. Sort of like an incentive for imaginary incentive. It's sort of like telling a kid if they finish their homework, you'll give them a cookie to make them get their homework done faster and correct. Now, the 5 changes to this was that when we first looked at it, it had very few comments. This was the little length of the comments, so we went through the code and we added comments that explains what each section does and how it does it, sort of thing. So it's easier to look through and figure out, all right, this displays data collected. This checks to see if the fitness is measured. This creates a new genome that's based off the current genome it's running, stuff like that. So it's easier to sort through than before. We've also added print statements that added explanation to the viewer of what it's doing. So it's like looking at this one, it's all right, here's the hack that it's grabbing. Here's an explanation of what it is. It plays Super Mario 1 and 2. We've also added Mario Bros. 2 Lost Levels, Mario Bros. 3 to play. Then after confirming the buttons, from lines 11 to 48, test and show reference of the buttons and display what buttons it's using. After finding the buttons, it's actually running the algorithm to basically just mash random buttons and figure out what works till it actually solves the thing. We've added, originally it just had Super Mario World and Super Mario Bros. Running, but we've added 2 and Super Mario Bros. 2 Lost Levels and 3, and we've even, for future reference, selected, let the person know that in order to add it, is you need to go to Emu Hawk and grab this title up here to run it. Otherwise it won't work. And yeah, and it does this, and it figures out how to do it by basically starting off mashing random buttons, figuring out what gives it fitness. Then it continues on, and basically it just continues on, saves what works and gets it more fitness. What doesn't work, it doesn't like, and it just removes. And let's now if we go, let's see. Let's start a new session, open the script, come here, click on Marl-O. It's running, and as you can see, it goes through and shows which genomes it's running. This just helps it go faster, and as you can see, it starts off knowing nothing, but as the higher generations it's in, the easier it figures out how to run it. So when we originally started the project, it could only run Super Mario Bros. 1, which is this one, and Super Mario Bros. 2. We've added, Super Mario World. We've added the Lost Levels and Super Mario Bros. 3, along with notes of how to add it. So we've increased the versatility of it from playing just these 2 games to playing 4 different games, and if you have a powerful enough computer, you can run all 4 of them at the same time. Or you can run multiple instances of, say, this one at the same time with different save states, as long as you modify the code to work with that. Yeah, and then it's sort of, as you can see, this one's, you can tell this one, this one actually is, all of them are in Gen 0, and the species and genomes of when genome gets to 100%, it goes to genome 2, and when enough of these are filled out, it goes here. It keeps track of the max fitness of this is what you want to get past. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Bye.